What's going on, guys? The Iron Jesse here, and welcome back to my new LEGO Marvel minifigure collection video. And today I'm going to show you guys all of the Winter 2025 LEGO Marvel minifigures. So these are all the figures that showed up in all the January sets that I already reviewed for the past couple of months. So I am going to show you guys each of the minifigures from the sets I already reviewed. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So here we have the figures from the different sets for the lineup itself. So we do get the Mark 46 Iron Man from the Civil War airport battle, along with this version of Captain America that isn't Civil War accurate, well, alike, I should say, because that is based off of Age of Ultron. We do get Anti-Venom for the first time, the comic book version of Iron Man, and Captain America again, but this time in his first Avengers suit from the Marvel logo set. So we also get Dummy right here. Well, technically, he is not a minifigure. He's more of a brick built character, but when I saw him on the list from that Iron Man car set, which he does show up in for $35, since now he's on the list. I love the build for the fire extinguisher, and for the entire character, I love the treads right here. It is smaller for the way it is. I love the little arm that you can move it up and down. I love the base for the body, which is like a battle droid body in light yellow or something like that. So we have the back of him and the other side of him. Now for the figures, we do get that same Age of Ultron Cap minifigure that showed up in the Civil War airport battle, like I said. So we do get the same shield, same torso, same printing for the helmet right here with the wings and the face printing is the same. It's same thing with the first Avenger one, so we do get those same pieces again. But I love the updated torso printing right here, which is nice. Wish they add some arm printing for these figures and some dual molded legs. Anti-Venom looks great since this is the first time we have him as an official minifigure, so I love the face and torso printing for him in that symbiote tentacle weapon piece right here. But it would be nice if they gave him select printing, but at least he's still a good figure. I love the new Mark 46 Iron Man minifigure since they made the helmet accurate along with the leg and toe printing right here. And so is the hip printing. The torso printing looks great. I love how they gave him that brick built repulsor blast piece with those like a bit of the power burst pieces right here. I love the printing for the torso, like I said, with the arc reactor and everything else. And we did get the comic book version of Iron Man, so they gave him a new helmet since the torso, hip, leg, and toe printing are the same ones as the 2023 figure, but they gave him like the heroic age Iron Man style helmet piece right here, which does look good for the figure itself, since I still have that nice look for the character from the car set and the mech set for the minifigures. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the characters. And oh, by the way, almost forgot, so we do get that same Tony Stark face print right here. And take the helmet off and flip everybody around so I can show you what the back of the characters looks like. So we have the back of the two caps, so we have the same back torso printing for the Age of Ultron cap and the comic book Iron Man. So we have the back torso printing for the Mark 46 Iron Man minifigure and that same face print for Tony. The back torso printing for Anti-Venom and the first Avenger cap. And we do get that same face print for Steve Rogers right here for the regular face and the other one that has the chin strap right here. So that is it for the characters. Now let's move on to the other figures from the different sets. So we have the comic book version of Ultron, Spider-Man, Venom, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Woman, and the Spot. So we do get like only 3 new figures right here, and that is Ultron in his comic book design. So I love the toes, leg, hip, torso, and face printing for him. They freaking nailed the character, and I love how they brought back that neck attached piece right here, but I rather prefer the Ant-Man helmet to complete his look, but I don't mind it. It looks pretty great on him. And I love how they used the spring-loaded shooter in red to recreate his laser beam effect. So let's take that off. And yeah, that is pretty clever how LEGO used this piece to make that as an accessory. And he does come with the same translucent red cylinder pieces to make him fly. Spider-Man's the same one from 4 years ago, since I'm getting sick and tired of that Insomniac style look for him. The face and torso printing is the same. No dual molded legs, which is a pain in the butt right here. And also we do get the same white power blast pieces and easy to fire that out. If you lose one of these, they will give you spare ones. And we do get the same version of his arm printing right here. And Venom is literally the same, but they gave him the different tentacles right here, but the face and torso printing is the same. I don't give a crap about him since I don't have anything else to say about him. It's same thing with Wanda. That was supposed to be representing her Civil War outfit from that set that I reviewed, but it's not. Well, they captured the face and torso printing correctly, but there's no waist cape, and the hair color for her is inaccurate. It's right before she had the tan hair since in Infinity War. It's supposed to be dark brown, and I wish they gave her her waist cape back, and the flame pieces to represent her powers doesn't fit for her that good. Well, it doesn't work perfectly is what I meant to say. Spider-Woman, on the other hand, looks great. Says, I love the dual-molded legs for her since she showed up in the Venom car set along with these two right here. And I love the hairpiece for her, which is nice, and the face and torso printing looks good, and that torso printing would have worked perfectly for a custom She-Venom minifigure. The Spot, on the other hand, looks great. He showed up in that Spider-Verse set for $50, so I love the face, torso, hip, and leg printing. This is our first ever Spot minifigure for the lineup itself, since I'm so happy that they're making Spider-Man villains that haven't made the Lego minifigure form for the first time ever. Hopefully Lego will still continue doing that. But anyways, let's flip everybody around so I can show you what their back torso printings looks like along with their second face prints. So let me flip the homie Spider right here. And let's flip Venom right here and also Wanda. But let me just, I need both hands for this. Okay, there we go. So yeah, let's take their hair pieces off, and I need to do it with both hands. There we go. So this is what the back of everyone looks like. So we have the back for Spidey with his back, head, and torso printing. That is literally the same. The back of Ultron with his torso and head printing. And we have the back torso printing for the Spot, back of Venom's tentacles. I'm not going to take that off because we've seen his back torso printing like a couple of times. And we do get the back torso and face printing for Wanda and Spider-Woman, but at least they are pretty nice and solid. So that is it for these figures. Now let's move on to the other. Next up we have Iron Man Mark 6, Jefferson Davis, Thor, Falcon, Black Panther, and Black Widow. So they're great figures. Well, some of them could have been better. Well, Black Widow has to be the most disappointing figure because that look of her is supposed to represent her Civil War suit from that airport battle set, but they reused the 2012 version of her. Well, at least it almost captures her Civil War suit, but still, it could have been better. The hairpiece doesn't work for her. I wish they could give her Agent 13's hairpiece in red to complete her look, or they could just use Wanda's hairpiece in red so it could work pretty nice and good for the character itself. But at least the face printing for her is nice. I love the torso and leg printing. She does come with that same dark gray Alien Conquest pistol that we've been getting for years. Falcon's the same one from the Avengers Tower set, but that's the one from the airport battle set with the updated brick-built wings right here. They still look nice. I honestly love them like this, but I rather prefer the molded piece version of the wings, since I wish Lego could still bring those pieces back for the new sets. So I love the same leg printing for him, and he does come with those two pistols right here, and the hairpiece looks pretty great along with the face and torso printing. Jefferson Davis is a nice inclusion since he showed up in that $50 Spider-Verse bodega set with Miles, Gwen, and the Spot. So I love the hat for his police officer uniform. The face and torso printing is nice. I love the face printing with the sunglasses. It does fit him perfectly right here. And we do get the cleaner version of the Mark 6 Iron Man armor from the Marvel logo set, the Hammer Drone set, and the new Hall of Armor set. So I love the toes, leg, hip, torso, and the face mask printing looks great on him. And we do get all four of those blue studs for his flying effect right here. We do get a new Thor from the Marvel logo set, and they are going to reuse that version from the new Endgame set. He does come with Mjolnir, and the face and torso printing is nice along with the hairpiece, and they gave him those one-hold soft capes instead the new plastic capes right here, but at least it fits him perfectly, since I feel like that was his Infinity War or Endgame look because of the way the torso printing turns out. And we do get a new Black Panther, since I love that version right here, since I love the face and torso printing. It looks awesome for the way it is. The earpiece looks nice. He shows up in that Iron Man car set. Well, this is mostly comic book alike for him, since he showed up into the MCU sets, which is the Endgame set and the Civil War airport battle set, but at least I still dig the nice look for the character itself. So let's spin everybody around so I can show you what the back of the characters looks like. Let me just stand Thor a little bit properly. There we go. And yes, that always keeps happening. That stud for Iron Man. That always keeps getting said. Alright, let's flip everybody around so I can show you what the back of the characters looks like. And let me take off their hair pieces so I can show you what the second faces for Thor and Black Widow looks like. And there we go. So this is what the back of the characters looks like. So we have the back torso printing for the Mark 6 Iron Man and Jeff right here, and Black Widow with that same angry expression right here, in the back of Sam's wings right here with Red Wing. That is the sticker for Red Wing, and the back head printing in the back of the hair. We do get the back head and torso printing for Black Panther, and same thing with Thor right here. And this is what his back torso printing looks like when you flip the cape up. But very great figures, and some of them are pretty decent for the way they are. So that is it for these figures. Now let's move on to here are the final characters from the other sets for the wave. So we do get the MCU Spider-Man minifigure, which is Tom Holland Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, Hulk, Red Hulk, and Winter Soldier. So some of these figures are great, since I'm glad we're getting a Spider-Verse version of Miles Morales, which honestly, this is my most favorite version of Miles that I've seen for the Marvel lineup itself. So I love how they nailed the torso printing right here. The face mask looks pretty great, and he does come with an alternate head that has his actual head with that nice smiley face, and the hairpiece is nice, and I feel like it is brand new for 2025. What a bit cool, they gave him some side lead printing with the red line for his suit that we've seen in the Across the Spider-Verse film, so I wanted that minifigure to be fully accurate. We do get Spider-Gwen in her Spider-Verse suit, so I love the face printing and the HUD piece for the character itself. The torso printing is nice, but the hair and face print could have been better, since it is inaccurate for the movie. So what they almost captured the face for her for the face printing for the way it is in the film, but that hair piece is not so good. They could just use Lloyd's hair piece with the pink highlights to make it completed. And I wish they gave her some toe printing to complete the look. We do get the MCU Spider-Man. That's the one from the Civil War airport battle, and the look from the same version from the Sanctum set. But they didn't add some detailing for the dual molded legs. This time it's just like the regular way. But the torso and face printing are the same, and even the printed arms, which you can see for the character itself. We do get our first ever Red Hulk minifigure. He looks great, since I love the hair piece for him. The face and torso printing looks nice. I love the face print a lot, since it reminds me of his Marvel Now look. Since, yeah, that does look pretty funny, and I love how the way the figure turns out. And he does come with that purple crystal to represent the vibranium that he is stealing. And we do get the MCU Hulk minifigure from the Marvel logo set. So I love the torso and face printing for him. The hairpiece is nice and solid for the character, but it would have been nice if they gave him and Red Hulk some dual molded legs to complete the look, since the plain legs looks boring and it doesn't work out for these characters. And we do get a new Winter Soldier. It has been 4 years since we've got one, but this is from the Civil War airport battle, and he looks terrible. It's not his Civil War suit, because the torso face printing look fine. Well, the torso leg printing is what I meant to say look good, since they capture his 2014 suit, not his Civil War suit. But the face printing looks awful. It looks nothing like Sebastian Stan at all. And the hairpiece could have been dark brown instead of black. I don't understand why they gave him a black hairpiece instead of dark brown. And they could just add some arm printing for his middle arm, since it looks boring. Look at this. They could just add a red star to it, because it would have worked perfectly for the character, but it looks lame and crappy for the way it is, since I don't freaking get it. But at least it still looks terrible for the way it is for the figure itself. But anyways, let's flip everybody around so I can show you what the back of the characters looks like. But let me take off their hair pieces first. All right, got one for Jolly Green. And there we go. So let's flip everybody around, since I had to take their hair pieces off so I can show you what their second face prints looks like. So this is what the back of everybody looks like. So we have the back torso printing for Miles right here, since I love that facial expression with that head design right here and the spider logo for him. We do get the back of Gwen's head and torso. And same thing with Red Hulk, Bucky, and regular Hulk. So yeah, that is pretty nice. But Bucky could have been better, but at least it is what it is. So that is it for all the characters. Now let's go ahead and there you guys have it. These are all of the Winter 2025 Lego Marvel minifigures. And I gotta say, some of these figures are good because they are very interesting and incredibly detailed to me, in my opinion, and some could have been better since I still wish they haven't reused some of the same characters, especially the Age of Ultron Cap, the 2021 version of Spidey, and even that Venom minifigure, because I'm getting sick and tired of getting the same figures all over again, which is so annoying. But I love the new Black Panther, Hulk, Red Hulk, Spider-Woman, and even the Mark 46 and Mark 6 Iron Man minifigure. The comic book Iron Man is nice, it's the same one, but they upgraded the helmet for him. Anti-Venom looks great, and so as the comic book Ultron, and even the Spider-Verse versions of Gwen and Miles. Well, Gwen's head could have been better, but I love the nice head print for Miles right here with that new hairpiece. Jefferson Davis is pretty nice. I love the new First Avenger Cap minifigure. Bucky could have been better since he looks awful as heck right here. Falcon is nice. Well, nothing too new. That's the same one, but they upgraded the wings for him. And also, Spidey, the MCU one, is still good, but they changed up the dual molded legs this time for him in that Civil War set. So, anyways, yeah, pretty great collection for all these figures right here. I still like some of the January sets, especially the Marvel logo for the lineup itself, and even that new Iron Man Max set because of the new Ultron figure. And yeah, I'm so happy we've gotten Anti-Venom for the first time ever. He will show up again in the summer wave in August in Peter Parker's apartment. So, yeah, at least the Spot minifigure is great since I'm happy we got him for the first time ever in that Spider-Verse set. Hopefully, Lego will make some more Spider-Verse sets in the future, especially the ones for the new Beyond the Spider-Verse film in 2 years later. But yeah, at least pretty great figures. Some could have been better, and some are so good the way they are because I'm still impressed with them. But at least these are pretty great minifigures overall. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell, the Z button. And don't forget to Hulk smash that comment section down below. And tell me in the comments what you guys think about these figures for the lineup. I'll see you later.